Happy Wednesday, friends. Happy Winning Wednesday. I'm your girl Dominique, Atlanta's nurturing agent, and thank you again for joining me on Winning Wednesday Tips if you're a returning viewer. If this is your first time here, welcome. I drop Winning Wednesday tips on Wednesdays to help you succeed in your journey to home ownership or your journey to sustain home ownership. Today I want to talk to you about how real estate agents get paid, right? And so what I'm going to do is tell you how they get paid. I'm going to break down what that looks like, and then I'm going to explain how that could potentially affect you as the buyer. Okay, real estate agents get paid based on the seller. So the seller or the homeowner who is selling the property, they pay the agents. And what that looks like typically is this. You are the homeowner, you decide you want to sell your property, right? So you want to sell your property and you decide to sell it through an agent. So you get with a real estate agent, you two discuss what will be done to ensure that a ready, willing buyer is attracted to the property and that the property sells. In that conversation, in that discussion, you two will also discuss compensation. So what the agent will be paid for listing the home. Typically in Georgia, that amount is 6% of whatever the home price is. So let's say you and the agent decide to list your property for $300,000. 6% of that is going to be $18,000. That $18,000 is then split in between both the agent who is selling the home and the buyer's agent. Should the buyer who comes to the property have an agent, then it'll get split with the buyer's agent. So if you split that $18,000 down the middle, 3%, that means each agent, once the home closes, will get that $9,000, and that will equate to that 6% total. So in essence, the homeowner, the seller, is the one who compensates the agents for the transaction. Now, as the buyer, you may be wondering, well, how am I protected? Or that sounds kind of strange. Like, how does that work? So as a buyer represented by an agent, even as a seller, real estate agents are fiduciaries, which means that by law, we are required to do what is in the best interest of our client. That's just what that means. So as a fiduciary, someone whom is concerned about their client's best interest, you as a buyer, not the buyer's agent, but you as the buyer, you don't necessarily have to feel, uncomfortable. You don't have to, because you are in good hands. Your agent is a fiduciary. So they're going to make sure that no matter what, you are being served at the highest quality and at the highest level of service, I should say. So that's how real estate agents get paid, and that's how you can feel protected as a buyer, knowing that you are still represented and you're not exactly paying your agent, but the agent's being paid based on the seller, but you are still protected and covered. So something else to just keep in mind is this. Sometimes some agents, when they're working with buyers, they will require an upfront fee, and a lot of time it's referred to as an admin fee or the administrative fee. When that happens, sometime you can discuss or negotiate having that paid after closing, or having that returned to you, refunded to you after closing. But usually this will cover the cost to ensure that their time for showing you properties and other things of that nature is compensated. Should you change your mind, or should your financing not go through, it'll compensate the time and energy that they have already spent. And this is not all agents. Not all agents require this kind of upfront admin fee. But if you do run across an agent who does require that, that's where that comes from. So anyway, I hope this was helpful, and thank you for joining me for another Winning Wednesday.